Thank you, and good evening. To be honored by the Sacramento Running Association is very special. It's extra special tonight, sharing the evening with Sally Edwards, Jim O'Neill, and of course Mark and Eric Mastelier. It's all the more special that my wife Carmen, at the table there, our daughter Nicole, granddaughter McKenna, and son Kevin can be here to share the evening. Our son Kerry is on work assignment in Australia, can't be here, otherwise he would be, or I'd come out of the wheel. Carmen and I are in our 48th year of wedded bliss, and she's been unrelenting in her support of my coaching and its time demands. I first met Sally Edwards about 43 years ago when she thankfully bought my shoe inventory from my going out of business a shoe shop that I had for about 2 years in Carmichael. She was starting a new venture in town called Fleet Feet. I had run in races in the 70s against Jim O'Neill, generally looking at him from behind. And when his son Tom came to Jesuit, Jim was the best parent/assistant coach I could have asked for. Jim was in his early 50s then, and he inspired our guys to reach their potential with his high spirits, his sense of humor, and by working them over on training runs. And of course, the Mastelier twins, Mark and Eric, were once-in-a-career athletes who really made me look good. I take credit for staying out of their way and letting them do their thing. For Jesuit runners, they have been the gold standard ever since. A while back, I inherited their 9 years' worth of training diaries, 2 stacks, 9 years each, one training diary for each year. And not a week goes by that our runners don't hear about the legendary workouts regularly cranked out by Mark and Eric. I am indebted to Mark and Eric for not forgetting the old coach and for their continued interest and generous support of what we do at Jesuit. I need to thank my assistant coaches, and they're not here tonight. I did get a text from David Zelke a few hours ago that he wouldn't be able to be here, so I told him I was going to cut him out of my speech. But Dave Zelke, Tom Witzgall, and Nick Lai have been with me for some years. Dave has just finished his 24th season with me as an assistant coach in cross country. Tom Witzgall, a Jesuit graduate, has been with me for 9 years, Nick Lai for 4. These men are all math and science teachers. And they are definitely the brains of the cross-country operation. Each of them are excellent role models for our young men, and they are fully committed to the Jesuit High School mission. I'd like to recognize our alumni table there. These guys kind of took me aback. I wasn't expecting this at all. I won't name them all, but it's really heartwarming to see them here. I'm quite surprised, and it really added to the evening. At last year's event, Al Beta used a great old line, "Great athletes make for great coaches." And that's true. If you win the talent lottery, you get a Stember, a Mastelier or 2, a Farley, he was state champion back in the 90s in the 3200, or a McChrystal, number 4 in the country in the 800. You get those guys on your roster, you become a noted coach. But most of coaching is working with the middle of the packers, motivating and teaching them to reach their potential, both on the field and as human beings. It is a career of service, one I kind of fell into, and I am grateful and fortunate and privileged to be a part of it. Over the years, I've had the opportunity to meet a whole lot of coaches across the country, either speaking at clinics or being at a clinic. And I have been so impressed with their dedication to their work and their selfless giving of themselves for the betterment of their charges. I salute them. Lastly, I commend the SRA for its support and encouragement of our sport. It is a vital presence in our community, staging a host of events and programs and being proactive in furthering the interests of the running community. We are fortunate to have the SRA, and I'm sure under Scott Abbott, a Jesuit alumnus, they will continue to be a force on the area running scene. Thank you very much. Let me put this away. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, Drew.